Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to The Circle. Today on The Circle, we are talking with Brother Misael Concepcion. And as many of you know, he is in charge of our media ministry here at DFC. I like to call him the media director. He doesn't like titles, but that's what I call him. And really, we just wanted to speak a little bit about what the media team is doing and how it's evolving here at DFC. And for those who don't know, the media is obviously comprised of the sound system, but it also has to do with the videos that we've been putting online and social media. And actually, that's what I wanted to talk more about, the social media aspect, because for us, that's the newest part, I guess. So tell me, brother, first, I guess, why do we have a social media presence, and why is that something that's important for a church?
We have a social media presence primarily because it is a new avenue that we can use to reach new souls. If you read the Word, a lot of times early Christians used back then, new technology to spread the gospel. And this is just basically a continuation of that process. We're using new technologies, we're using new ways of reaching people that weren't available before to be able to impact them with the word.
Amen. So tell me, as far as our social media avenues, which avenues are we currently impacting out there?
So right now we have several social media presence. We have YouTube, we have Twitter, Facebook, Periscope, and Google+.
Wow. So we're way out there, plus our website.
And plus website, yes.
Okay. And so is obviously that's something that we track, activities. How do you track the activities on all of these avenues?
The different platforms have built-in tools that we can use to look at the different statistics for the sites. For example, I can see things like activities, how many people visit the website, at what points of the day they visit the website, where they're visiting from, what devices they're using, whether it's a phone or a computer or a tablet. And we can also see things like how many shares we get for the different videos or posts, how many links come through different other media platforms. Like, for example, I can see for example, if I share a video on Facebook, I can tell whether people are actually getting to the video from Facebook or if they're actually doing a search in YouTube to actually find the video.
Wow, that's pretty detailed information. And what do you think? What are you finding as far as activity? I guess, which are the most active avenues?
As of right now, Facebook is our #1 active platform. We have over 100 followers on Facebook. We have tons of activity coming through Facebook between the postings that Pastor Victor will put, or if we put advertisements for different services or special events, we'll get tons of activity through there. When we create the videos and we post them on YouTube, a lot of the viewers that are getting to YouTube are coming from those Facebook postings.
Wow. Okay, so Facebook is the most active. And so why do you feel that this is an effective ministering tool to spread the gospel?
As of right now, Facebook around the world has billions of subscribers, and it's not even a made-up number, it's a fact. Out of those billions of users, billions wow. of users that are using Facebook. So just having a presence on Facebook and just sharing a video, just sharing a passage or anything of that effect, if we were to hit 0.01% of those users, we're still hitting at least thousands of people with those messages. If it's something where, for example, all our followers, if they were to share everything that we put on the DFC page, the average Facebook user has anywhere between 100 to 200 followers or friends in Facebook. If they were to share each of those messages and at least one of their followers sees that message and is impacted, and they in turn share it out to their friends, as you can see, the number would just exponentially multiply.
Wow. You look good. So it's a matter of sharing what we see to
Absolutely.
Reach more people.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense. So tell me about how long have we been, as far as DFC, how long have we been in the different social media aspects?
The website itself was created around 2010, 2011. We had it out there and we had some focus to it, but we really hadn't integrated it with the rest of the social media presence that we have now. YouTube we had since around 2006, but again, we had maybe 1 or 2 videos and never really pushed it forward. It's just been recently, within the last year, that we've really taken a hold of the presence that we have. We started creating
Hey guys.
we created a Periscope account. We started beefing up the Twitter account. We cleaned up the Google Plus account, and we started connecting them all together, and that's when we really started seeing a difference in the kind of people that we're reaching.
Now, you're talking about Google Plus, which I'm familiar with, and I actually have an account, but I just don't use it. Why is Google Plus as important?
Google Plus integrates with the Google system. When people go into the Google Plus system or Google itself and do a search, a lot of the results that Google gives you are based not only on things that are on the web, but also on their platforms themselves. So something like Google Plus, for us specifically, whenever someone does a search, a lot of the information that we put on Google Plus is displayed to the user on that search. Things like the name of the church, pictures, the address, phone number, videos that we may have shared out through the page. So the more followers we have on Google Plus and the more people just go to that page, that affects the search results from Google. It'll actually
So like your
move it up.
general Google search is affected by all the Google Plus activity.
It can be, yes. It's one of the things that affects that. Mhm.
That's interesting information there. So tell me, do you have a team that you're working on that's doing all the posting and the monitoring of these different avenues?
So right now we have you doing the videos.
I'm on the team.
Yes, you're on the team. We have Pastor Victor and Pastor Andrew post on Twitter, and we'll share things through Periscope. And I've been busy working a lot on cleaning up the Google Plus page and trying to create a presence there, as well as kind of keeping an eye on the rest of the pages and make sure that they're updated and that they're all linked correctly. And if there's anything that needs to be fixed, fixing those up too.
So the team is 4 people. So you're holding all these pots right now.
Yeah.
How do you see this growing then over the next couple of years?
My hope is that we can actually build a permanent media team that can concentrate on the different platforms. They all work very differently, and they all have a specific set of people that actually use those platforms.
Okay.
So right now, the message that we're putting out there is very unified, and it's almost carbon copy of what we put across the different ones. But hopefully, when we have a team set up, we can actually start concentrating on customizing and tweaking how we present the message in each platform to better impact the type of users that use those specific platforms.
So it's a preference of the target audience in the different platforms. All right. So tell me, as far as churches that haven't established a presence in social media, what do you say to them?
For those churches, I would say make it happen. We're seeing lots of numbers of people going to our social media. We are seeing people that are doing searches for our church that's local, so our church is starting to be one of those hits in the area. We're starting to see people in Facebook sharing things across the different platforms. Whether they see a YouTube video, they'll share it on their Facebook. If they see a Twitter post, they'll follow the Twitter post. So we know that we're making an impact. People are seeing what we're putting out there. And like we like to say, if one person reads that and one person is affected and one person says, I want to know more, then what we're doing is definitely worth the time. So for a church that doesn't have it, it's definitely another avenue they can use on top of going out and preaching to people in the streets or helping others out there. It's just yet another avenue we can use to impact people with the word.
Okay. So I don't know if there's any questions out there, but my final question then is, so as far as the members of DFC, things that they can do to help expand, DFC across the nation. Well, you said we have viewers, you didn't say here, but we have viewers outside of the United States, right?
Yeah, we actually have YouTube viewers that are coming to our YouTube page from Latin America, Europe, and Asia.
Wow, that's pretty awesome.
So the word is getting out there.
So as far as our group here, what can we do to help build what we're doing?
Sure. First and foremost, if you don't have an account, create one, sign in, follow the YouTube page, follow on Facebook, Twitter, Periscope, and all those. If you have a specific platform that you feel more familiar with, go ahead and log into that one, and whenever we put a posting or a video or anything, share it out to your friends, share it out to any group that you're a part of. All those different shares and all those links, again, like I said, if one of your friends sees that link and shares it out, that right there is going to help build the page and our presence.
Awesome. Awesome. So what questions do we have out here?
Just a comment, just to reiterate some of the things that Brother was saying. For those of you that might be interested in being part of the media team or feel that this is something you want to learn or something that you know about, please see Brother Misael or Brother Cisco. And also something that he touched, there's a lot of people that do not come to our church that have been watching these videos. They have been commenting, they have been making comments to us, they have been impacted. So please continue to share. You never know what message is going to change someone's heart.
Amen. Amen. Well, thank you, brother, for being a part of this. Thank you guys for watching, and God bless.